We never, ever, ever want to do this one thing in our golf swing. Let's get to work. This plagues so many people. I mean, like everybody. Here's the deal. If you look at professional golf swings, the pros, the best of the best, they all look different. Everything looks different. Their setup is all different in some regard. Their takeaways are different. The top of their backswings are all different. Some shut the face, some have a more open face, a cupped wrist, very different. However, at impact, all the great players look very, very, very similar. And the average golfer looks nothing like these guys most of the time. And that is the one thing that's really hurting our golf game more than anything, is that impact position. We ideally want to have this left wrist as flat and firmed up as possible. But too many times it's bent like this. Even me as a scratch golfer, great player, good player, pretty good, but I still have a bit of a flip. We all have to work on that. That's the number one key for great ball striking, is to have this firm left wrist. So we never, ever want to start cupping that wrist at impact. Okay, so how do we fix this? I'm going to give you 3 drills in this video that you will see immediate results from the next time you go hit balls. Okay, so to show how we're going to improve our wrist angle at impact, I will be using my Hack Motion device here. This thing is a little device that you put on your self, and it helps you improve and gives you the feedback you need so that you can improve the areas of your game that plague you the most, which in my opinion, in many people's opinion, it will be. Put it on our glove hand, voila, right there. So Hack Motion here, this is going to give us all our wrist data, right? See how that works? This sensor connects to this sensor, and it tells you everywhere you are in space. Then we go into my Hack Motion device. All right, open up practice mode, and we want club face control, start session. We need calibrate. Okay, put that out, put it in position. We're calibrating. Okay, it's in position. Now we've got our calibration. So let's look at where my just baseline swing is currently at, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. Recording, here we go. Okay, so let's look at what Hack Motion says is going on with my golf swing. So address position, that's just where you are at address. So that's where I am. And that's gonna be like the baseline. We're gonna gather all the other measurements off of your setup position. At the top, I get a nice check mark. I'm a little cupped, not too, like kind of in a good range. And then at impact, you see I'm +2, like, so I've got a little bit of this going on. So we want more wrist flex at impact. Here's the problem with that is this. If we start working on our swing just by trying to manipulate our wrists, then we're gonna run into all kinds of problems. I want you to be able to solve this issue by working big muscles. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We don't want to deal with this nitty-gritty. That will ruin your mental stability, will be way off, because you don't want to be thinking about that when you're hitting. You want to be thinking golf swing, move the big muscles, and you'll be good. Now let's look at what the swing looks like in reality, so we can see the change. So look here, that was this swing. Pretty good. You could see at the top, pretty good. Very solid at the top of the backswing here on the left. Everything's pretty good positions here. And then setup, I'm happy with my current setup position there. That's great. And then you look at impact, it's not bad. So we're looking at the flex. You could see there's a little, right at impact, you know, if we just look at the wrist here, there's just a slight cupping of the wrist right there. Ideally, we want to get that out of the swing as best we can. So, here we go. Okay, so if you're wondering what that first shot did with the 8-iron, 145-yard carry, not great. I thinned it a little, and that's what we're here to fix. So here's drill 1. And remember, we are covering the 3 most beneficial drills to firm up that left side. So pick the one that works best for you. You could do them all too. It's not gonna hurt. So first one is this: get up against the wall. And you wanna push your hand, back of your palm, back of your hand into that wall. Do not just throw your hand here and push. That's not the correct way to do this. What you want is, you wanna post up on this left leg, so the left leg is getting straight, and your hips are opening up a little bit. Here, you're opening your hips. That's about when your hand should hit the wall. Once your leg is straight, hand hits the wall. Then, from here, your shoulders just slightly open, and this is the key ingredient right here. Push and turn your shoulders all the way open, right there. You wanna keep turning your shoulders, and just continue to try to open your shoulders more and more and more and more. Do that let's do sets of 5. So that'll be 1, 2, and just turn, hold it. Exhale, this is a little exercise routine. Do 5 of those, okay? And do 3 sets of 5, and you're good to go. Then let's measure our wrist and see where we're at. Okay, what kind of results do we get here? Little more distance on the shot, 148, hit it better. And things are getting there, and I'm really just focused here on impact position. Still not great. So you might find that your case is similar, right? Not every drill works perfectly for you. That works great for some, might not be for everyone. So let's go to drill number 2 and see what results we get with that drill. Okay, now some people do ask me this question all the time. Why can't I just turn my wrist? Why can't I just do that? Now, you can. That is one of the drills we're going to do. However, I want to caution you this. Doing that it can easily lead to other problems that you would then have to later address. So, we're going to give you this drill, and it will do it. But if it causes your ball to hook or do weird things, then don't do it, and we'll do the final drill for you. So this one would be just taking it back, and on the downswing, we're gonna turn the screw, right? You're gonna turn the screw down this way. So you're like loosening the screw with your left hand. If you're using a screwdriver, you're gonna loosen the screw. When do you do that? Like I said, right here, right on the downswing transition, that's when you start doing it. A lot of people do it way too early. They start doing it on the backswing, and then you get this super shut face, and then that's where the problems come in. Also, if you're an over-the-top hitter, it's gonna go way left. Like, it's gonna go off the planet. So then you're gonna have to work on your club path, and you know, that's gonna be difficult, especially when you start hooking it, so it's not gonna work. But it can immediately start fixing that wrist problem if you turn the screw correctly. So you want to take it up here, come down here, and then start turning the wrist down. And your little drill is just pump it down, turn it down. Pump it down, turn it down. Pump it down while you're turning. As you're coming down, you're turning that screw right to about there. I mean, it's going to feel like that club is shut and you're going down. But that's going to be your drill. Do it a number of times, and then see what results you get with your ball flight. So look, I went left. I went farther, 158, and I'm in a good position at impact. But look at my ball flight, way left of where I would ideally want it. So we're gonna work this last drill, and I think this one is the one really gonna help you get what you're looking for with the proper club path. I always like to kill as many birds with one stone as possible, and I think this drill is gonna be like that magic bullet for you, a magic pill. Here's what you wanna do. Take your backswing, boom, you're right here. Now, I want to get my hands as low as I can, like here. Club face on the ground, and then drag it through. This is helping you turn that wrist in the proper position, while at the same time, you're working on your club path, because your club wants to be perfectly parallel with your feet here. So if you're an over-the-top person, your normal down would be out here. Well, that's not what we're doing. We're going straight down here. Do like, I don't know, 100 of those or so, and then let's see what results this produces. I would imagine it's gonna be pretty amazing. Let's find out. All right, turn on the projector for this one. Let's see what that produces. Here's our, just feel it, pre-shot routine. There's our drill, drag it through. That's what we're going for, that feeling. And let's see what we get out of it. Ooh, oh, look what happens when you do things correctly. We had nice flexation there at impact, and the top was good, everything was solid, and what's even better, 169 yard carry with the 8 iron. You're gonna get so much more distance, so much better ball contact, so much better everything, because we never, ever, ever wanna extend our wrist at impact with a little flexation going on. Link below for hack motion if that's something you're into. Thanks for watching, love you guys. See you next video.